What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin is now in the books. The Gypsy King remains undefeated. He got the decision. Fingers crossed he now moves on to that big fight with Deontay Wilder, February 22nd, I think it is. That didn't go as predicted, right? No one expected that. Nobody. Team Fury camp must have been bloody nervous watching that fight. Yes, you want rounds. I mean, they kept on saying that before the fight. We want someone that can maybe pose Tyson Fury some questions. We want a few rounds. Obviously, Tyson Fury only had what was Tom Schwartz, round 2? So only had a round and a half, really, after the Deontay Wilder fight. You want a bit more than that, but you don't want 12 rounds. You don't want a 12-round war with an horrendous cut. You don't want that. I've watched that fight, I watched it in its entirety, and I just watched highlights just now before filming this. And I still don't know if that was a result of Tyson Fury maybe being a bit undercooked, not being at his best, or Otto Wallin being a lot better than what we expected. I will say this, I mean, going into the fight, a lot of people, including myself, hands up, were saying Otto Wallin is, I think I said something like top 30, top 40. There aren't 40 heavyweights on the planet better than Otto Wallin. No, there aren't. 20, maybe, right? Top of my head, I can probably think of 20. After that, I think he could beat the majority of other guys outside the top 20. I really do. I think he was impressive. So as much as I've seen a few people give Tyson Fury stick for the performance, and I can understand why. You're talking about the number one heavyweight on the planet, right? The consensus number one. You expect him to get the job done. But again, I like to give other people credit rather than take it away from the perceived favorite, right? I like to give, for example, Luke Campbell versus Loma. A lot of people gave Loma stick. I gave Luke credit. And I'm going to try and do the same here. I thought Otto Wallin looked good. I thought he looked really good. I like when I see an underdog going with a pure game plan. He had a game plan, which was to attack the body and to jab to the chest. And it was working. It was working. And then he landed that really good left hook. Or no, it wasn't even a left hook. It kind of was a left hook, which caused the cut. And then obviously that changed the fight completely. What you would have expected from Tyson Fury, again, the number one heavyweight on the planet, all eyes on him, leading up to the big fight. What you expect from guys that are clear favorites, and he was a very, very clear favorite, by the way. I think Otto Wallin was like 30-1 underdog. So what you expect from a guy of Tyson Fury's level is to go through the gears and show why they are a big favorite. Tyson Fury might have started to do that, but then obviously the cut came in round 3, and it got really bad in rounds 5 and 6. Now, if you're used to having cuts, no problem. Like a Ricky Hatton, for example, he could deal with it. When you're not used to having cuts, it can cause a problem. I mean, Tyson Fury, we know, is someone that goes for adversity. We've seen it in the Wilder fight, not just the Wilder fight, Steve Cunningham as well, when he got put down very hard and had to kind of regroup. But he's never had a cut before. Not that I can remember anyway, not that bad. And if you haven't had a cut before like that, boy, it's going to cause some problems. I've spoken to fighters that have had cuts like that before, and they talk about how the blood sort of trickles into the eye and causes huge problems, right? You're almost blinded in one eye, and it takes a while to kind of get used to that. And I felt that he was trying to get used to that. But what he did do, which I like, is that he kind of stepped up, right? Let's be honest, he stepped up. He didn't sort of fight on the back foot. He thought that the doctor might stop it, and then it almost became a dirty boxing match, right? Something we're not used to seeing Tyson Fury do, something he's not very good at, which is inside fighting. He'd done a lot of inside fighting, went to the body a lot of Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin completely slowed down. And in the end, I thought it was a decent performance considering the cut. If it wasn't a cut, then obviously, look, I'll be on here. You know, I'll be here slagging Tyson Fury off. But I thought for him to adjust because of the cut, again, a potentially fight-stopping cut, and then slow down Otto Wallin. He was headhunting initially. Tyson Fury always likes to fight on the back foot and use that jab, very long reach. Then he said, you know what, fuck it. Let's go inside and let's have a dirty boxing match. And Otto Wallin, for his credit, tried to fight back, but he didn't like that. Didn't like the body shots at all. Tyson Fury's not considered a big puncher. I don't think he is a big puncher, but some of those body shots looked painful as fuck. Painful as fuck. Otto Wallin had his success again in round 12. He landed a couple of big shots, Tyson Fury on the back foot. But in the end, he got the job done and he moves on to the Deontay Wilder performance. I know a lot of people have seen it, and look, I used to do that a lot. You now judge that fight and you think, okay, well, if he caused Tyson Fury a problem, what would he do and he do and he do? Styles makes fight, people. Styles make fights. I just think Tyson Fury came in a bit undercooked. I think he looked a bit slow on his feet. Maybe, again, big favorite, right, against a big underdog. Maybe he underestimated him a little bit. But I want to say that those rounds were doing good. I never ever believe a 12-round war does you good. I don't understand the logic. But I do think from a fitness standpoint, I mean, those are 12 rounds you put in the bank and know that you can go to the well now because they're there. You've done it. You can go to the well again. Fingers crossed the cut heals up. It does look like one of those cuts that will open up again. You've seen it on people like Gabriel Rosado. Regardless of the best plastic surgeon you go to, someone lands clean on that spot again, that someone maybe being Deontay Wilder, it will open up again. So that's going to cause him a problem going forward. But he's done his part of the job now. Now it's up to Wilder against another southpaw, Strange, and Luis Ortiz to do his job. But again, credit to Otto Wallin. I'd like to see him again. I'd like to see him mix with, I don't know, I'd like to see him in even with someone like a Michael Hunter. I mean, Otto Wallin surprised me. When he started to slow down, he did look very ploddy. But between sort of rounds 1 and 6, very fast on his feet. That left hook was pretty fast as well. Again, went to the body, jab to the chest. That jab to the chest is probably, I think, the most underused sort of punch in boxing. I mean, someone jabs you to the chest, you can't breathe. And he done that a lot. Slowed Tyson Fury down as well. So good performance from Otto Wallin. If I had to give both fighters a mark out of 10, Otto Wallin I'd probably give a 7.5. Again, let's be honest, a big underdog. First big main event, fighting the #1 heavyweight in the world. Good performance. Tyson Fury, a 5.56. Wasn't his best. Even before the cut, wasn't great. But I did like the dirty boxing, the up-close boxing. I like that. And I think that's something he needs to add to his game. We know he can box at distance. Now we know he can box in close as well. And I think that's a good thing. Anyway, what do you guys think of the performance? Let me know. Peace.